unannounced. Do apologise. Another last minute thing here. So we have these two customers next door to each other, and we mow the lawns. And I've just been and mowed the lawns. I'll show you this now. It's not looking too bad, but they want it quite short. Anyway, so the purpose of this list not going to take too long. They had a small shed sat here, and it's not in bad nick, to be fair. There's just a few stones and a few old roots, so I'm just going to get out the stones. Got a little bit of topsoil to go in, and then we'll just get some seed on. That's pretty much it. So this shouldn't take too long, guys. I'll just get this on the tripod, and you can watch me have a little chat. Make sure I don't trip over my rakes. So how's your Saturday going? You all doing well? Bear with me while I sit you in the tripod. I'm just going to get the battery pack. 2 seconds. Yeah, it's Saturday, and we don't often work Saturdays, but we're doing a bit of catching up at the minute. So, like I say, it's just a we're just going to get some seeds in there. So I'm just going to take out all the rubbish, and yeah, it's all right. I'm thinking and talking at the same time, and I can't do two things. So I'm just setting this tripod up. 2 secs. How are you doing? All right. Ooh. So that's where we're at. So like I say, I'm just gonna pull out and rake out most of the stones, get some soil on, get some seed on. Nice simple little job. And guess what? You guys can't see, can you? I need to sort this out. Tripod's gonna fall over, I'm sure. How's that? How's that looking? Trying to give you the best possible shot. Right. There we go. We just don't want to fall over at that, do we? But it wants to fall over. Right. That'll do if I don't touch it. Woo. Right. So, get the gloves on. So yeah, we're just seeding this. Bit of a dip there. 10 bags of topsoil if needed. We're just going to get out all of these sort of things. Stones. That's concrete there. That's staying in. So I'm just going to come up there to here. Put these stones down there. Get the rake. I'm just getting it as clean as I can. That's not looking too bad. She's got this trellis here, and that's not holding it up. How's that secured on? It's just being wedged in. Anyway, so obviously we seed into nice fluffy soil, so it's nice and loose for seeds to get in. Press it down and the seeds are touching soil. Already that's looking good. I will come and have a look at the comments in a minute. At the minute, I'm just getting this clean and prepped. Basically just giving it a good rake, loosening it all up, getting any big stuff, roots and stones out. And it ain't going to be perfect. You can have little stones in. Just getting the bulk of them out. Come in handy these. Every time you rake, you unearth more and more and more stones. That's fine. Now, I've got fresh soil to go in there and to bring the level up, because it does come down a little bit there. So now we've just got this side to sort out. Come out now. See if there's any comments. Let's have a look. Jacob. Out. Good question. I haven't seen any stones going. I think when you do any sort of gardening, I think they expect a few. It's not ideal, really. I did put the big ones in over there, and you're absolutely right. I shouldn't have put them in there, so I won't put any more in. What else? What else? What else? How do you ensure that weeds are removed? Just get the big ones out for now. Let's get the seeds in. Let's get the seeds growing, and let's get it established. In a month or two, well, not a month or two, a couple of months at least. Once it's established, we'll think about putting a weed killer on, depending on how well it looks, and we'll take it from there. If we want to get them all out, we can sit down on our knees and pull every single one out, but you'll still get more, especially when you disturb soil. So I'm going to pop you back in there while I carry on. Bear with me. bits of moss. So, might have to get some hand tools out the van. I think the birds now, they know I'm going to be putting seeds down here. They just know. Talking to each other saying I'm going to I'm just going to get my secateurs to get this snipped off. Count to 45. Back. Right, it went over 45. Any more questions while I'm here? Let's have a little look. Let's have a look at comments. Pitcock, English people work on Sunday. Not if I can help it. JC, Saturday, how do you level a lawn caused by mole tunnels? Yeah, you need to obviously get some soil into the dips. It's whether or not you want to overseed the dips, or you want to use existing turf, which means cutting it off. So and then you can lay it back on top of soil. How do you grass in bulb patches left behind where grass nor weeds grow? You need to, similar to this, you need to get everything roughed up. Maybe get a bit of compost mixed in with it. And just get some seed on, bit of top dressing. Amanda, good morning, how are you? Senior Tommaso, l'herbe artificielle. Is that artificial grass? Nilesh, lawn is bumpy, having intermittent holes are 8 inches deep. So they pop their heads out. Oh, the moles. Right. Yeah, you need to get some traps and try and get them caught. Hello from NJ, Super TA329. Hello. Pitcock, more viewers. Yeah, I did one the other day and we're averaging between sort of 50 and 70 viewers. It's just the time of day at the moment, and I think people are going out and getting chores done. Yeah, code nominal. Code nominal. Meant to be doing your own gardening. You're okay. Have another coffee and I'll be done with this in the next 20 minutes. Right, I'm going to crack on. This ain't too bad at all, really. I'm just going to cut that root out there that's sticking up. And we're pretty much there. Just going to get a bit more topsoil on, get it seeded, get it firmed down, and that's it done. I do have some other work to do here. And I will show you. We mow this all the time. And I came in autumn last year with the mower, and the customer ended up with some burnt stripes off the wheels. So I must have gone through a bit of oil or a bit of petrol on the floor outside. So there's a couple of little strips there, and then just up there. This is to do with ants. They have big ant problems here, and there's a couple more little strips here and a bare patch there. So there, I'm just going to seed those exactly the same. I'm going to rake the bare spots, scatter some seed and a bit of topsoil over top. Right, let me do this. I quite enjoy doing these live streams. So I'm putting you back in tripod. Right, let me get my gloves back on. I've got to watch my nails, you know. I've got to look after my nails. Anyway, if I get 1,000 likes, I'll do a topless dance. Not. I'm joking. These are pretty good. I think this is Wolfgarten again. I like the Wolfgarten, as you can tell, but these are really good. You can just rag it through and get all sorts out. And if you don't fancy getting yourself mucky, you just get a match. These are great, but you can get it all nice and loose. Yeah. Take your vegetation out, put your stones somewhere else. But where it meets grass, obviously you want the grass to grow up to it, so make sure you spend time getting it nice up to the grass. If ever you want some decent secateurs, I recommend these Bulldog on a ratchet. I have used 7 or 8 sets of these over the last 12 years. These are the dog's knees, they really are. You just push that back and it opens up. One squeeze, then another squeeze, and it's cut. You ain't got to put loads of effort in, because it's on a ratchet. It'll bite on and then it'll lock onto a latch, and then you release and then it bites even deeper. So I'm going to use it down here. Brill. So that's it for that. So we've got bits of grass and moss down this edge. I'm cleaning all this edge so we can get seed right up to the bricks, so it's nice and seamless. Seedless. I should work in a circus. Okay, so I'm happy with that. We've loosened the soil along the bricks so we can get fresh soil in with seeds, so the seeds will germinate well. So I'm just going to rake it level a bit, see where we need to bring any more soil in, get it all leveled, flattened, get some seeds on at some point, and then yeah. Fresh soil in there. Makes me feel really manly when I just throw stuff down. I keep losing that. That's stopping there. Wicks. 5 bags for £15. If you've got a Trade Pro account, you get another 10% off. You just show them a barcode and they scan it. So I'm trying to get some nice soil right up to the back, so giving the seeds the best chance they can. Trying to get some good levels now, just evening out the humps. There was a hump here. I'm trying to leave room to get some nice soil on as well. That's there. Right, we've got some sort of level now that I'm happy with. I'm going to start firming it down, raking it. It's just continuously firming and raking about, and eventually get it nice and flat. I haven't brought the lute or anything like that, it's just raking about this, just to get it to the same level as this, just ever so slightly higher. See, now that feels high. Quite a dip there. Let's have a look. Any more comments, questions, party tricks? Harvey, I'm in Chicago. Hi, Roy. Hello, Martin. Pitcock, yes. You know, started off using Still years ago, and at the end of the day you need something reliable. It served me well. Chris, oh, hello from Kent, how are you? What time of year do you scarify your lawn? Spring or autumn are the best times. There's nothing technically wrong doing it in winter, although it ain't ideal in a million different ways. So spring and autumn are your best two times. Thumbs up, thank you. North of Germany. Yeah, we've not had much rain over the last couple of weeks, but last couple of days we've had quite a bit. Right, so as you can see, I'm bringing in a bag and I'm firming it down and continuously raking around, and then what you see is that the levels then start to become better and better and better. Woo! You don't want to see that, do you? But yeah, we're going there. It's still down on the left there, so I need another bag in there and then brought forward to this edge. As you can see, it drops down a little bit, and there, about an inch there. So one probably another 5 bags easy to get somewhere like. I brought 10 today, so let's crack on. I'll just put you back in the tripod. Don't tip over. Hang on. Cable in. Right, let's carry on. Hey, look at our words. Stay in there. Get in there, get in there. So you get your edges in so that they are flush with the edge and maybe just a touch above to get it a chance to settle, and then you can fill the middle bits in. Forecast rain today. I think it's in a few. Right, one more back here. So I'm getting stuff in, I'm trying to level it flat and I'm firming it down, keep repeating. Okay, I'm stuck. I'll have to stay here until grass has grown. So I'll be here for the next 3 weeks, okay? If you live nearby, can you bring me some food and drink? On. Alright, wrong channel. That's looking pretty good. If we didn't firm it down, that actually looks pretty good. But I need to keep firming and keep raking so that the sub layers are firm enough to take weight. Right, I'm just going to get some more topsoil out of my van. We're nearly there. I think another 2, maybe 3 bags will be plenty. Just to make sure the edges are perfectly flush or just ever so slightly above. I'm getting happy with the level now. Overall, it is fairly flat. If we were going for a bowling green, we'd spend hours and hours getting every single bit perfect using a string line, but this is just to restore this garden. So I'll go and get some soil, count 2, go and get a coffee, and I'll just be a minute or 2. In fact, I'll make it exciting. You can see me when I come. Keys will be handy. Right. Where's my key? It's in my hand. Oh my god, I'm cracking up. Right. See if there's any more comments. Take you out of the tripod. Press on that. Press on that. Pitcock. Yeah, there's no chemicals available in the UK. America has pre-emergence. We have pretty much nothing. You either kill them off completely and dig them out and reseed, or just dig them out and reseed. How level does it actually have to be? So Connor, it really is just a personal thing. I budgeted for 10 bags of topsoil for this garden. I think we've used 5, another 2 to go in, maybe a third or fourth, I don't know. But it's entirely up to you how flat you want your lawn to be. I would say 99% of domestic lawns are not flat. So it really is all about how particular you want to be with regard to your own. Tons of soil, yeah, I know the feeling. Just build your layers up slowly, like an inch or 2 at a time, firm them down, and then add some more soil in, firm it down, and then you get the sub layers nice and firm. So it's only the last layer, the last inch really, that you want a little bit fluffy and loose. Alright, right, I will crack on with this. Here's me thinking it'll take 20 minutes. Always takes longer, doesn't it? Right, put you back in there. Anyone think I know what I'm doing? I mean, at the end of the day, I come to these customers every 2 weeks. We cut the grass and they have the treatments. So you want to do it right at the end of the day. So all I'm trying to do is get it fairly flat, get some seeds in and get the seeds growing. Right. Just put them right edges now. We'll start fine tuning now. Twigs in this. So that edge is pretty good. Happy with that. To there. So that is sitting about 1 centimetre higher than this. So I'm happy with this left-hand edge now. Now, we've got some concrete under the gravel board. I'm putting soil on top of that, and we'll just try and get some grass to grow in there. Other thing is to chip it out, but it could be holding that post up. So I'll let the customer know about that. So it's just fine-tuning now, working my way across. So I'm happy with this left hand edge. I'm just going to work my way across. I wonder if I could say that anymore. I'm going to work my way across. Just raking it about. There's no rush. You can spend as long as you want getting it absolutely perfect. Rake, 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 rake. Looks flat, firm it down. Rake, 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 rake. Looks flat, firm it down. Repeat, repeat, repeat. So that's okay. Now I want to feather this up to here. There. And the garden does slope down at that edge. I'm trying to mirror the slope. Obviously this is doing it without the tools, but you guys can do this as well. So like I say, what I'm trying to do is get this just ever so slightly higher than that, and it will settle. Not much, a centimetre at most. So I've got that edge in, and this edge is looking pretty good now. And then it's just working across. Got this edge to do. I think we're going to need some more in here. Up in that corner. Could just see it was dipping down here. Now we've got those levels in. You can tell it sort of dips in the middle. So we may even need one more, two more for this particular section. I'll come and look at the comments in a minute. I'm just filling in. There's no hard and fast way of doing it. There may be ways better than what I'm doing, but yeah. These are just how I've done it over the years. And now I haven't got my tools and I haven't got my lute or my roller. Right, I'm happy with the edges now. They are flush or just a little bit higher than the surrounding. So now we have to get the middle up to the same level. So a bit of raking about, a bit of firming, more soil if needed. I will check the comments when I've done this. can actually feel it going down when you walk across certain areas. So you know you're not fully there. You just keep repeating. That actually isn't too bad, but I do think it can take another bag quite easily. So we'll put one more on. Oh, I need to get one. Right. Count to 33. How's that? See if there's any comments. Okay, you guys are just chatting away, that's fine. I'll carry on. So, yeah, the levels are pretty good now. Now it's just a case of personal taste, how particularly flat you want. When you're shuffling across it to firm it down, you can feel a little bit of dips in certain places. So a gentle rake soon moves it all around. But I do feel it can take another bag across the whole lawn and then we're there. So it's 8 bags. All I'm doing, I'm just feathering it out. My landscaper's rake is at home. You can do this with a normal garden rake. I'm just trying to get it flat, and then we're going to get some seed on. Should have brought my loot and my landscaping rake, but I didn't. So I look like an amateur. Maybe I am. But I can get grass to grow. Right, that's it. Looking good. Right. That will do. I'll just go and grab the seed. Count to 27. Go. Here. Right. Might have been 29. So I'm just going to scatter this by hand. Now, once you put your seed on, there's different ways of approaching it. Ultimately, the seed has to touch soil. If it touches soil, it's got something to germinate into. If you leave the seed on the top, it's exposed to birds, wind and heavy rain. So some people like to just gently rake it in and then roller it. That is absolutely fine, but you still have some seeds on the top. So it's a case of, if you've got something to go on top, great, but if you haven't, rake it in a bit and roller it. You may need to overseed in a few weeks if needed. But I'm just going to see how we get on. I'm going to get the seeds on. I think I've got 1 or 2 bags of soil left, so I can have use soil. But I've got a little bit of compost. I can get that on as well. So, yeah. Just make sure you pay attention around the edges. Right. So let's go for a closer shot. So just to give you an idea, that's how far apart they are. Gives you some sort of idea. That will be absolutely fine. Each piece of grass, each grass seed is a grass plant. Okay. So that is a little bit too heavy there. Although the rest is absolutely fine. I would say there is around, it ranges from sort of 2 mil up to 1/2 centimetre between most of them. And if we look down, you can see that the soil is just flush higher, just ever so slightly higher. Okay, and I've tried to grade it to slope down a little bit there as the rest of the lawn does, so it matches in. So we could actually physically just walk away at this, but some are going to get eaten by birds and some are going to get washed away and blown away. So we can rake it in a bit, we can cover it over, which is what I'm going to do, a little bit both, and then firm it down and we're done. So that will be it for this video, guys, and I'll do the rest without you being here. Literally, I'm just going to rake those, bit of seed, bit of topsoil over top, done. So let's put you back in here. Put the cable in. Just check the comments. Yeah, Jojo Call, it's great, isn't it? I only recommend things what I use myself. Jordan, we haven't done a deal, to be fair. We came and it was just like a bit of bare earth with some stones and rubble in. I dug those out, just raked those out and pulled a few roots out. And then I've just been raking it about, trying to get it flat and bringing in, I think we've used 8 bags of topsoil. And I've just continuously raked it about, flattened it down, add a bit more, rake it about, flatten it down. And we've got to the point where the soil's just slightly proud of the rest of the lawn. And then I've put some seed on. So now I'm going to get it covered over. Any more comments? Have a look. Right, that's fine. Right, I'll crack on. Here's me saying it was going to take 20 minutes. See what's amazing? Every time you walk on it, it looks like the seeds have gone. Where I've put my footprints, like there, it looks like some of the seeds have gone, but they haven't, they've been pressed in. I've just had a look on the bottom of my shoe and there's nothing there. So anyway, let us carry on. Trying to give you guys the best view without the tripod falling over. Right, one more. That's it, right. So just a very gentle rake, just to rake it in a bit, and then we're going to cover it over a little bit. Best of both worlds, firm it down. It's because I ain't got the right rake. I'm being very gentle with this. So, happy. And now we're just going to get some compost on the top. And I've only brought 2 bags, so it's going to have to do. This one for Wicks. And this one from Field Compost. Screen to 4 mil. Brilliant stuff. So, you don't want a thick layer, you just want a thin covering, a centimetre at most. This is obviously in this situation where it's bare soil. if there's a load of grass and you're just overseeding in amongst grass, you need to work the compost down so it's not smothering the grass, so it sits in between the blades of grass. So you can pick some up and just rub it so the seeds are covered. I wouldn't put a pile on here and rake it about too much because you may move some of the seeds. That's what my worry. It's going to look odd if I use all this and then that Wicks one. They look totally different. So now I'm on it, I'm careful what I'm doing with my feet. I don't want to be turning my feet. It's going to move the seeds. So you've got to step carefully. This is going to be enough, this one bag. Right, it's covered. That's pretty much it. If it's wet and you put your roller on, the roller will lift the compost off, the compost will stick to your roller and it will look a mess, and then you'll have to put more seed on because it lifts the seeds on. Always do it when it's dry. It just wants to firming in. Right, that is it. Right. Let's move out the bumps. Right, guys. Thanks for watching. Please give us a thumbs up, very much appreciated. If you've enjoyed watching this video, please subscribe if you're not already a subscriber. Very much appreciated. Hope you've learnt something here today. This is how I seed bare spots and get them back up to a nice lawn. Just got to keep it watered now for the next 2 to 4 weeks. Just nice and light, often. You want to stop it from drying out. So typically 2, 3, 4 times a day. If it gets really hot, 5 times a day. In about 4 weeks, most of it should be through. Then you can ease off on your watering once a day for a few more weeks, and then you can start tapering back to a couple of times a week. So thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one. I'll just check the comments and then I'm going to sign off, because I've got a scarifying job to do after I've finished here, and that's going to take me 2 or 3 hours. So that's the rest of my day sorted. So enjoy your weekend. Let me check the comments. Jordan E. Yeah, just give it a good rake about so you loosen off the top few centimetres. And if it's in decent condition, there's decent soil, very few stones and roots, just get your seed straight on. Maybe get a bit of compost on if required. Manuel Soto Pagano. Have a beer on you. Yeah, I'm not really digging a beer at the moment, not at this time of day. L. Ron Hubbard. You going to the pub in a bit? I don't blame you. It is Saturday after all. Seeding and scarifying. I hope you've enjoyed it. Manuel, thank you so much. Jordan, thank you. Right guys, thank you. This was going to be a 20-minute job, talking and filming and trying to make sure everything's right for you guys. Like I say, I hope you've learned something. Please smash the like button. Please subscribe if you're not a subscriber. And we'll see you soon. Thanks a lot. Right. Come on. I've got to end this on a phone. 2 seconds. Oh my God, what's going off here? Right. There we go. Cheers, Bobby.